What's up, you guys? Welcome back into iHeartRadio's official wrestling podcast, the Battleground podcast. And wow, what an amazing past 24 hours it has been in the wrestling world. And somebody who's been a part of this this crazy past 24 hours, we have Ash by Elegance joining the show. How are you doing, Ash by Elegance? I feel like I have to say the whole thing. I can't just say, how are you doing, Ash?
Yeah, you got to say the whole kit and caboodle.
Absolutely. So how's things been? I mean, it's been an interesting 24 hours to say the least.
Back and forth to and from the country, across, traveling worldwide. It's been incredible. I must say, I was so surprised myself when I got the phone call. It was super last minute. But I always have said from day one, never say never. And it was amazing to be back. I had an appearance in Jacksonville, flew to Vegas, kept everything super kayfabed. I came to the airport with a hoodie, a hat, sunglasses on, made my way to my hotel, bunkered down in my hotel. The next day, woke up. I was in a tiny room in the Apex Arena. I felt like a caged animal. I'm like, I want to explore this place, because everyone talks about it. And I'm like in a little room. And then I was like an animal let out of its cage. I went out there, did my thing, and it felt amazing. It felt super incredible to represent TNA, to be able to go back to, NXT, where I felt very appreciative, and backstage everybody was super receptive. It was a great feeling.
Absolutely. And that was one of those things as we were sitting here watching it. And I was just like, it was a cool moment for Jordynne Grace to make history being TNA Knockout Women's Champion coming over there. And then all of a sudden she's doing that thing. And then it's like, oh my God. And everybody's freaking out. And of course they slip up and it's like, it's Dana. No. It's Ash by Elegance. And of course, TNA fans like myself are like, no, get her name right. It's Ash by Elegance.
Yes, it is.
So let's talk about TNA because it's a great thing. And you've mentioned in past interviews and on social media that TNA offers more creative freedom compared to your previous experiences. Can you elaborate on how this creative freedom has impacted your character development and in-ring performance?
Yes, something, TNA is a land of opportunity, and WWE and NXT gave me an amazing platform for 12 years to spread my wings and fly and go elsewhere. And landing in TNA, that was definitely a plus. And every reason why I had went with TNA is because when I had the conversation, they're like, we want to explore what you believe in and what you think is going to work for your character. And, everything that I've loved in life, fashion, nice things, jewelry, accessories, the latest trends, everything I have kind of embraced and put it into this character and been able to express it in the ring as far as wrestling goes as well. It is very hard to tap into like a heel characteristic, very, arrogant character. But I love it because it's definitely a different side of me that I hadn't been able to express in a very long time. And WWE, was a great place, but you just always felt like you were under their fingertip. And it was the pen that created your destiny, where TNA allows you to bring ideas to the table, and they're like, yep, we're going to take that and we're going to run with it, but we might make a little tweak here and we might help it get it to the next level. And that's what I truly love. And I feel like everyone's super approachable there, and you can go and everybody has time to speak with you and sit down and really work on your character. So that was a big bonus for me in choosing TNA.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know here on the show, we are big fans of Ash by Elegance and everything that you portray on the screen with TNA. And, it seemed like we kind of saw a glimpse of that. You've got your sights set on the TNA Knockout World Championship. I mean, you didn't want, anybody else to have it the other night. You wanted to make sure that you had it.
Exactly. But let's address the elephant in the room. I felt as though Jordynne was at a disadvantage and outnumbered. So I came to the rescue and I tried to protect what is ours. The TNA Knockout Championship title is ours. I know she holds it, but I may hold it soon. And I mean, let's face it, I'm a class act. I do things very classy. So I went out there and I tried to defend what was hers, what soon to be is mine. And she took offense to it. I mean,
I mean, she
I
really owes you a thank you, if anything.
right? I felt as though.
I'm just saying, but you kind of mentioned that that TNA Knockouts Championship is ours, and if you add a Y to that ours, that means it's yours.
Yours.
So let's address the elephant in the room. What's the plans? I know you want to go and grab that TNA Knockout Women's Championship. Who I got, obviously Jordynne is the one you got to take out, but who do you see as your biggest competition outside of Jordynne in the Knockouts division?
Oh, that's actually a great question. I think, Steph DeLander is definitely a powerhouse, but Jordynne already got through her. I already got through Zaya. She got through Zaya. So I really do think my competition is, Jordynne. I know there's an open challenge this week, but I have been watching her very closely. And I must say, Jordynne is a very, very strong competitor. So I'm just, taking mental notes down, and I have my concierge ringside that is telling me like, oh my God, let's remember that she does this. And when the time is right, I will strike and I will go after that title. I don't know, maybe it's this weekend, but I want to see who comes for that open challenge here in Chicago. Never say never, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely if it feels right to me, I'll go after it. If not, I'll let someone else go for it. And I know Jordynne's going to run through them as she always does. And we'll see. We'll go from there. But I will definitely say I will have my hands on that, TNA Knockouts Championship very soon.
And I will tell you that you can look at the past track record of everybody that's come on this show. They've come on the show when they're, in the hunt for that gold, right? After they come on the show, they end up winning the gold. I mean, it's a proven track record. It's happened numerous times. So you're in good hands with the Battleground podcast because we see you getting that Knockout Women's Championship in the near future. Something also that's really cool, and you've also expressed interest in this potentially being in the Royal Rumble. I know Jordynne Grace did it earlier this year. We've still got next year to figure out. What would it mean for you to be another TNA Knockout Women's Division athlete to be in such a big event like that and cross-promotional event?
I love the idea of that. Up until 2024, I was one of the very few, I think I was one of 3 or 4 that had been in every single Royal Rumble. So it took a hit on my heart when I wasn't part of this last one. I think and I truly believe coming into 2025, being able to enter the Royal Rumble with the TNA Knockout Women's title around my waist would be a huge accomplishment in every aspect of my life, not only in WWE, not only in TNA, but just me personally, just knowing that I never gave up. And I've always wanted to be a champion. Yes, I was a 15-time 24/7 championship, winner, but I just want to capture a title in TNA where they believed in me and I believed in them, and I can represent it on the biggest stage of them all in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, absolutely. And that will be a major, as kids in the wrestling business say, pop when that happens. And we put that out in the future. We put it out in the universe. So you've mentioned
we're
that
out there.
Yes, we're putting everything out there. You've mentioned that you're wanting to bring out a different side of yourself and adding more entertainment value to your performances in TNA. Can you share some specifics on how you plan to evolve that in-ring persona and what new elements you're excited to introduce to those that are finding out Ash by Elegance in TNA?
I love to bring a good story to the table. Wrestling, everybody loves to do moves. Everyone loves to go off and fly high off of the top ropes, but there has to be a story behind it. And that's definitely something that I've been loving about TNA is I get to bring real life situations to the table that maybe certain, females don't want to talk about. I'm telling you, 90% of women out there, if they don't want to say it, they do get Botox. They do try and take care of their skin care, their teeth, their smile. They love jewelry and accessories. So I'm bringing it out there. Like, okay, I have my brass knuckles. I like to drink champagne, and I'm using that in the ring. You know, Xia Li popped me with it. You know, she broke my tooth. She popped out my veneer. She made, you know, my facial features. When I got lip fillers, she made them swell up. So I'm addressing real life 2024 real life situations that are trending. You know, I want to bring the hot social media in the spotlight, in the ring, and really represent women empowerment in a different way that I don't feel like anyone else in the wrestling industry is doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you could tell when you watch your character on screen, you're bringing that out. And it's a cool thing because not very many people, like you said, are an open book that's bringing these real life things to screen. They just see, oh, it's scripted. We're just going to keep going with it.
Right. I mean, and things like that really do happen. And if I'm a laughing joke and I bring a sense of humor to somebody that was having a really rough day that day, maybe someone, you know, doesn't feel good, is sick, maybe they got released from their job, and they can tune into TNA for an hour or two and see, oh my God, Ash by Elegance got her tooth knocked out because she got punched and she was over the top, and it brings joy to their life. That makes my day, knowing that I made someone else's. And so, like, it comes kind of full circle. And it's been amazing to also do these signings around the country and being like, oh my God, thank you for everything that you do. I'm so glad you're with TNA. I love the character that you're portraying. It makes me want to keep going and keep bringing out this creative sense that I have and I feel like is working. And I'm always open to ideas and, you know, constructive criticism as well. But it's just really a land of opportunity in TNA, and I cannot wait to express and show the world what I can do. And, you know, TNA is coming to Chicago, then it's going to Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown, back to Tampa, Montreal. We're traveling, and it's amazing to see a different fan base than what WWE had.
Absolutely. And of course, you mentioned Chicago. TNA is actually taking over Chicago this weekend, June 14th and the 15th. Now, this is the kind of the fun part of the show. We're coming to a close because I know your time is precious.
Yes.
We always like to have our computer ask a question. We have one of those AI generated chat GPT robots that likes to ask a question. Normally, we kind of have to smack the robot around because it asks the age-old question of, how did you start your wrestling career? We all know that. We can read Wikipedia. But the question that our robot has for you, if you could pick any wrestler right now to be your tag team partner in a karaoke competition, who would you choose and why? And what song are you singing?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. AI made this up?
Our little chat GPT robot.
Oh my goodness. It has to be a wrestler, or can it be somebody in the business?
It could be a wrestler or somebody in the business. It's your pick.
Okay. Do you know Sam, the ring announcer, or not the announcer? She's not the ring announcer for WWE. She is married to Ricochet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, her voice is tremendous. I think I would make a girl band. Now that you think about it, I know this might go like completely off, but I would do JoJo. I would do Sam. I would do Mickey James and Alexa Bliss.
I mean, that's a pretty solid girl band right
and
there.
Myself.
I mean, that's all. I mean, now the question is, what do we name this girl band?
Oh, I don't know, because we're not all blondes, we're brunettes. It's got to be something catchy, don't you say?
I mean, Spice Girls are already taken, so we can't have that one.
No, I know. I was gonna say no. We can't do Sweet Girls. That's like kind of corny. Sass and Ass.
I think that could be it. Well, I think that's the band name right there. Maybe we'll get Joe Hendry to produce the song for you.
I believe.
There we go. Now all of a sudden he's going to pop up somewhere on the screen somewhere, and I don't even know what's going to happen. Well, I like that band name. I think we're going to have to figure some things out, and if somebody takes our idea, we're coming after them. So, internet world, you IWC, don't take our idea. Ash by Elegance. Yes. Ash by Elegance, it is an honor to have you on the show today. Looking forward to seeing everything that you're going to do in TNA, and looking forward to you getting that TNA Knockout Women's Championship in the near future.
Thank you so much. It was great talking with you, and I can't wait to talk to you next time when I have that gold around my waist.